All right, hey guys, this is the next day. Apparently my GoPro is dying on me because I was sitting here talking my head off to a camera that wasn't recording. I got the Jeep up in the air and I was talking about the tires I'm going to be using, which these are a UTV tire, and the wheels I'm going to be using are a stock Jeep Cherokee wheel with some beadlocks that I had a buddy of mine cut out on his plasma table. I'm kind of in a hurry. I want to get this Jeep done. I came out here with every intention of using the TIG welder to just melt the surface of the weld. I'm tired. It's Sunday. I need a day off. So JB Weld got the nod. All right. Looks like the JB Weld dried to a nice hard finish, which is good. That's really good. I was afraid it'd still be kind of mushy or whatever, but hey, you know what? I think we are going to roll with that. It looks good to me. It looks like all the problem areas are covered. I think we're going to put a tire in this thing. Whoops, I almost messed up. I've got to measure these. I've got to measure the thickness of that bead, and then I got to mill these things down to size or grind them down to size, whichever one's going to be easier.
That was so blinding.
So
See, I went inside, I shouldn't have went inside.
can you see the line?
Yeah, it's still there.
I mean, do you need a different paint marker?
That's fine.
Explain it. Did you tell the people what you're doing?
Mom said action, I went action.
There's action? Okay. So he's going to cut these anti-cone tabs down just a little bit so we don't have so much to machine off. So this is his first time using a plasma cutter, but you know, everybody's got to start somewhere, right? So action again.
Plasma. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that next. I'm gonna do the next one.
Okay, do the next one.
The line is.
That's okay. I mean, don't worry about that. We're just trying to get it to where we don't have to cut so much material off. That's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to knock the top off of it, and we'll throw it in the mill, and we'll do the rest of it.
And we're gonna rotate the wheel, right? So that
Yeah, that's so the neighbors aren't getting blinded by the. So the neighbors aren't getting blinded by the arc.
Action. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it this now.
Alright, that one looks better than the first one, that's for sure.
I'm a quick learner. I learned from the best. So, learn from the best.
Two more wheels to go.
Yeah, the first one is. That's on the line and then it goes. Whee.
only two more wheels to go.
Yeah, I've already done the first. I did the first one all manual belt.
Oh.
It just took forever.
You done it without asking me for help. You see that? See that?
Yeah, whatever he just said.
That's betrayal right there. Betrayal.
There we go. You know, I'd tell you guys that this is the very first time I've ever done beadlocks, but you've probably figured that out by now. Amateur hour for sure. Told myself when I came out here this evening, I said, oh, I'll be in and out in about an hour. And it's about 4 hours later. That's the way it always goes. All right, let's see if she'll take some air. All right, I'm gonna check the pressure tonight and come back tomorrow after work and see how much air we lost. 25, 26, 27, 28. So we'll say 28 PSI. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it. 28, that looks like an 8, don't it? It does to me. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow and check it and see what we got. See you then. All right, guys, we are back in the shop the next day, and it got cold last night. It got down into the 20s. Whew, I mean, it was 29, but I mean, still had a 2 in front of it, so that was cold for me, especially after I've been used to this 70-degree weather we've been having. But here's the wheel. I mean, it looks like it's got plenty of air in it, so let's check it out and see what it says. It's right at where it was. That's good. That's good. That's promising. So now I'll need to bust this thing down and clean it up so I can paint it. And I realized I forgot to tell you guys about these tires. These are a Kenda Cross Trail. They came off of a side-by-side of some sort. The guy had bought a brand new side-by-side and took the tires off, never even ran it with them on there. I bought the whole set of tires for $250. 2 of them are 30 by 11, 15, and 2 of them are 30 by 10, 15. So I paid, like I said, $250 for these, and I can't remember, I think I paid $50 or $75 for the set of 4 wheels. And I've got basically nothing in the beadlocks except a buddy of mine's time and me picking up some scraps here and there. But anyway, I mean, I don't have a lot of money in these things, so it really kind of fits in with the budget friendly aspect of this build. So I mean, what have I got? 250, 3. Let's just say I've got, with the hardware and everything, let's just say I've got $400 in a set of wheels and tires. And I think that's pretty doggone good. All right, guys, check them out. Boy, those things look good. I can't wait for the next race day. It's been sitting here for about a week now, and all the tires are holding air just fine. So I can't wait for the next race day to get here, but I've got some other stuff planned in between now and then. So I hope you guys will tune back in for that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.